These Baldwin County dump trucks normally carry 25 tons of dirt for construction projects, but this week they're carrying 25 tons of sand for this winter storm. Nothing's accumulated on the ground, but some windshields definitely have some snow on them. You can find the gators at several different places around Orange Beach. We found this one next to the Ruby Tuesdays in Orange Beach, just hanging out, waiting for someone to come feed him. On this coming up on Channel 3 News at 6, but for now we are live at the Floribama. Jake Peterson, Channel 3 News. Well, Bob, the car went straight through the house, straight through several concrete bricks. You can take a look on the front yard. As far as the wind goes, I want to show you this dollar bill. The train derailed right between Palafox Street and right over here. Let's take a look. Down here is Rawson Lane. You can see deputies have started to block this area off. You did not expose yourself.
I swear to God on my mama's dead grave, I didn't do this Rockdale thing.
We just spoke with the sheriff, and he is now calling this a homicide. Sounds pretty scary, but police say they're not buying it. They say the woman had some inconsistencies in her story. When you see an emergency on the street, the technology will allow you to take your cell phone and text the information, or you can turn around and take a picture of what's going on. Pecan after pecan is shelled, then bagged at Alex Boussard's home-based business. He sells thousands of nuts every year.
These are the best I've ever shelled.
He sees dozens of customers daily. Sunday morning, he got his first buyer of the day.
Between 20 and 30, and well-dressed, dark hair, and that's about it. Nice-looking guy.
The man was acting just like a regular customer, standing up just a couple of feet away from Alex, but then he demanded money. He demanded his pecan money. Alex told him it was over here, so when the man looked away, Alex defended himself.
He turned his head, and boy, I jabbed him in. You know, I used my knife.
The suspect grabbed his behind and ran off.
Man, you talk about run. He took off screaming, went on down the road. I don't know how far he went.
Alex normally isn't armed, but he used what he could to protect his profits.
I used my knife to, you know, shell the pecans, and I happened to have it in my hand, which I'm glad I did.
You feel lucky today.
What do you think? Yeah, I do.
Lucky maybe, but never scared. He says protecting his property was the right thing to do. The attempted robbery won't stop his business. After investigators left, he went right back to work.
I hope they catch him. I don't have no wish for him to be really punished, because he didn't hurt me, and he's the one that got hurt.
The Downtown Improvement Board sold about 40 stainless steel memorial plaques, which were about the size of this piece of paper. Now, twice this month, board members placed the plaques on the bottom of downtown light poles, and twice they were yanked off. The Pelicans lining downtown Pensacola honor military branches. The poles surrounding them honor individual military members. At least that was the plan.
We all got together and we purchased this for my father.
Paul Wells is talking about the plaque that should be at the bottom of this light pole.
Pole number 65 here was dedicated to my father.
His family purchased the plaque for $100, and it was put up last Friday. They waited until Thursday afternoon to see the memorial.
Yesterday was the anniversary of my father's death, and we came down here for the first time to see the plaques. They weren't here when we got here, and we didn't even get to see what the plaque actually looked like. Police believe within the last 4 days, someone went from pole to pole and took away the memorials. In all, they got away with more than 200 plaques.
It's just sad.
Royanne Sermons bought one of the plaques for her husband. She saw it last week when it was put up.
I thought, cool. You know, I was really pleased to see it.
She visited the park again this week. The glue on the pole is all that's left.
It's just disappointing that people find amusement in desecrating.
And the Improvement Board plans to continue with this program, but they want to find a new way to attach the plaques. Now, investigators say the thieves might actually be selling the plaques. You can find all sorts of things along the Alabama Gulf Coast. Normally it's just a seashell or two, but lately one Gulf Shores woman found a piece of naval history. Every evening, Debbie Harris leaves her Gulf Shores home to take a stroll along the beach.
I try to take a couple of walks a day.
One day, last October, she found something sticking out of the sand.
I just looked down and I found this emblem.
The Navy emblem read Fighter Squadron 191. She did some research and found that was the same squadron Commander Nick Glasgow was once in charge of. The Blue Angel pilot crashed next to Harris's home in 1958.
I found that in October. which was the anniversary of the crash site. Well, lo and behold, I didn't know what was going to happen next.
On February 17th, the same day as Glasgow's birthday, she found another artifact. This time it was a dog tag with his name on it.
I realized that this was the first time anyone had touched that since he had it around his neck, and I just got goosebumps. And I knew then I needed to find the family.
Her mission took her to the Naval Aviation Museum in Pensacola and to its director, Bob Rasmussen.
Of all the people that they could have gone to, I'm probably the only one that had any idea what had occurred.
That's because Rasmussen is a former Blue Angel himself. He was flying with Commander Glasgow the day of the crash.
The first flight in the Blue Angel aircraft with us, and it was supposed to be an indoctrination flight to familiarize him with some of our operating procedures.
Rasmussen says Glasgow was with the Blues for about a week. He says investigators never discovered why the commander crashed. Several questions about the accident remain. Harris questions what she'll find next.
It's like he's trying to talk to me, you know, it's strange, you know.
Harris is working with naval aviation historians to hopefully contact Glasgow's family and return these artifacts to them. Reporting in Gulf Shores, Jake Peterson, Channel 3 News.